In ancient times, when the world was still young, there lived a sage named Hiroshi. His knowledge and wisdom were known far beyond the borders of his native village. People came to him for advice in order to find answers to their most important questions and find inner peace. One day, a young man named Kenji came to Hiroshi. He was restless and even a little scared because he did not know how to cope with the pressure of the modern world and find harmony in his life. Hiroshi greeted Kenji with a warm smile and invited him to sit next to him. "Tell me what's bothering you, young friend," said the sage. Kenji began to talk about his problems, how difficult it is for him to focus on work, how he constantly feels stressed and tired. Hiroshi listened attentively without interrupting, and when Kenji finished, the sage began his story. In ancient times, when the world was even more chaotic than it is now, people were looking for ways to find inner peace and harmony. They turned to nature, to the stars, and to themselves. One such way to keep calm while working was to practice kaiti. Kaiti is the art of meditation and smooth movements, which helps a person calm the inner raging ocean. In ancient times, people believed that through kaiti, it was possible not only to strengthen the body, but also to clear the mind of unnecessary thoughts and worries. Hiroshi continued, "Tsai Chi teaches us to be here and now, to focus on every movement, on every inhale and exhale. It helps us find an inner balance." Kenji listened attentively, and his eyes began to glow with interest. "But how do I start practicing kaiti?" "What is it?" he asked. Hiroshi smiled and said, "First of all, stop. Put aside all the tools or objects that you have interacted with while working. Sit back in your chair and create an environment where no one will bother you. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breathing. Feel the air coming in and out of your lungs. Gradually begin to perform slow, smooth movements, imagining that you are water flowing through a river. Let your movements be soft and continuous." Kenji tried to follow Hiroshi's advice and felt his body and mind begin to relax. Hiroshi continued, "When you learn to focus on your breathing and movements, you will be able to apply these skills in everyday life. For example, you can focus on only one task without being distracted by extraneous thoughts. This will help you be more productive and make your work calmer." Kenji nodded, realizing that Hiroshi was talking about the importance of concentration. "But what if I still feel anxious while working? What is it?" he asked. Hiroshi replied, "At such moments, it is important to remember about rest and recovery. The heart beats in our chest only because each contraction is accompanied by rest. The clock works only because for every movement of the gear, there is a stop time of the mechanism. Sometimes the best way to deal with stress is just to give yourself time to rest. Don't forget that." Kenji thanked the elder for his wise advice, but he wanted to learn more about ways to increase his productivity while working. Hiroshi, seeing the young man's curiosity, said, "Kenji," Hiroshi said, "I am very glad that you are eager to learn more about productivity techniques. It is important to remember that productivity is not only the ability to focus on a task, but also the ability to properly allocate your time and energy. Let me tell you about a few additional techniques that will help you work more efficiently and calmly. First, switching attention. When you feel that your concentration is starting to weaken, take a short break. Get up, walk around the room, look out the window, or just close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. It will help your brain to rest and recuperate. After such a break, you will be able to return to work with renewed vigor and a fresh look at the task. This will help you see new solutions and approaches that might have previously escaped your attention. Another important technique is physical activity. When you feel tired or tense, do a little exercise. A few simple exercises, such as stretching, squats, or light jumps, will help to disperse the blood and improve concentration. Physical activity not only strengthens the body, but also refreshes the mind, allowing you to work more productively. It is also useful to use the tomato technique. Divide your work into intervals of 25 minutes, after each of which take a short break for 5 minutes. After 4 such intervals, take a longer break for 15-30 minutes. This method helps to maintain high concentration and prevents burnout. Do not forget about the importance of proper nutrition and hydration. Drink enough water and try to eat healthy foods rich in vitamins and minerals. This will help you maintain a high level of energy and concentration throughout the day. Another technique is visualization. Before starting work, imagine how you successfully complete the task. Visualize each step and the final result. Imagine how you successfully complete the task, how you feel satisfied with the work you have done. This technique helps to get in a positive mood and increase motivation. When you see the end result in your imagination, it helps you move towards it with more confidence and determination. Another useful technique is to create a comfortable workspace. Make sure your workplace is comfortable and organized. Remove all unnecessary items that may distract you from your work. Add elements that inspire you and create a pleasant atmosphere, such as plants, photos, or favorite quotes. It is also important to learn how to manage your time. Make a list of tasks for the day and set priorities. Start with the most important and difficult tasks to complete them while you still have a lot of energy and concentration. Divide big tasks into smaller ones so that they seem less intimidating and more manageable. When you see a lot of small steps in front of you, rather than one huge task, it helps to reduce stress levels and increase motivation. Each completed step will bring you a sense of satisfaction and bring you closer to the final goal. Another important technique is the use of a timer. Set the timer for a certain time and focus on work until it rings. This will help you avoid distractions and work more efficiently. After the time is over, take a short break to rest and recuperate. It is also useful to use the 2 minutes technique. If you have a task that can be completed in 2 minutes or less, do it right away. This will help you deal with small things quickly and free up time for more important tasks. "Thank you, Hiroshi," Kenji said. "Your words will help me change my life." Hiroshi smiled and said, "I'm glad that my words helped you, Kenji. Remember that the path to harmony is a continuous process. Keep working on yourself and you will see how your life will get better and better." Kenji nodded and went home, determined to start his journey to harmony and tranquility. He knew that challenges and difficulties were ahead of him, but he was ready to cope with them, thanks to Hiroshi's wise advice. And every day he reminded himself that there was a power inside him that would help him cope with any difficulties and achieve his goals. So Kenji continued his journey, finding harmony and new strength for self-improvement every day, and his life got better and better. And every time he faced difficulties, he remembered Hiroshi's words and found the strength to keep going forward. And so, thanks to the wisdom of an ancient sage, Kenji found his way to harmony and success in the modern world.